So just doing some preparatory work pre-season on Leisure 17, even Keel. Now she looks very shaggy, but that's quite deliberate. One of the main jobs I did pre-season, the end of last season, but before the spring of this year, was this rubbing strip. I had to replace it. It was all gone. All this hair was all gone, and I basically had to find another piece of timber that would do the job, and I had to shape it into the contours of the old one and then re-secure those bolts, all through bolts, for the cabin top and the hull deck sides to secure it back again, because it is structural. And then I stained it, give it 3 coats of a 10-year stain, and did the whole lot all the way around. So now the boat looks very shaggy because the paint work, and you can see here I've started sanding down the paint. You can see it's all just oxidizing, and just a good bit more work to do on that, and then I'll paint it on top. And then I've scraped the underneath, got all the old anti-foul off. The rust on the keels is very superficial. That's been scraped and primed, but it still bleeds a little bit. It looks worse than it is. I'll show you around here in a second now. Earlier on today then I just got a little circular grinder put on my drill, and just gave this a scrape, and it comes off straight away. So it just needs a new fresh coat of primer, which I thought I had, but I didn't, so I've stopped doing it for today. But you can see the original coat, the original color of the boat was yellow, so I've taken the old anti-foul off all the way along, and got her back to it, and it's very smooth to touch, you know. And I'll sand it down, wash it, and then I'll apply a fresh red coat of anti-foul. And then before that though, I'm going to do the blue. Actually, you can see the original color there. She was yellow, not a color I'd like, so I'm going to redo it blue when it gets a little warmer, because this is still early March and it's quite cold. But one of the other jobs I did today was the skeg and the rudder needed some attention with some fiberglass. I've taken the shoe off here to just expose me to what was actually missing. This had been badly damaged before it hit the cross member of the trailer a few years back, so this all had been repaired. There was a big gouge here, so this was another repair job, but it's come adrift. So I've resealed this. This is all smooth, this is fine. And then underneath here I took the shoe off and I just put some gel coat, and I'm going to sand all that off when it's all hardened. And you can just see where the 2 holes are for the shoe. And yeah, she's good to go, as apart from, you know, from the paint. And again, don't be fooled by the rust stains. They're just weeping. Cast iron does that, but it's absolutely solid. It's absolutely fine. And then on the other side of the skeg, I've just done there, and what I'll do on the far side then is drill the 2 holes back towards myself and reconnect, and then I can sand this down. It's a little bit rough, I'm not worried about that, and then refit the shoe and get that all back on. So I have the boat propped up a little bit high in the air off the trailer, just with the stick here, so she's sitting a bit high. And the other job I did, which you can't see on the hatch, was to take the side pieces off and redo the strips that the hatch slides along. Anyway, that's another job. I'll show you that later on. So they're the big jobs I have to do before the boat goes in the water this year. So it's a lovely day down in Rosmoney. It's very still now, and early March, so another month or so before we get back in the water, I guess, something like that. Okay.